I've been trying to start a YouTube channel
Yeah?
for years.
Get something
Yeah,
going.
because my friends are entertainers, man.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? I'm Jonathan David, and this is
Cyle Larin.
and here is the Striker's Corner. So we're just gonna start off talking about what we're doing here in Vegas and how it's been so far. So how'd you find Vegas so far? Is it your first time?
Yeah, that's my first time. It's hot. But city's always busy. Been over on the strip. Not down the strip, but with my family over there a couple of times. It's a really busy city. Doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
For me, first time also. I don't travel much in the US, but first time for me, and yeah, the city never sleeps.
Yeah.
The city of lights. Everywhere you go, always lights open, people don't sleep. Yeah, so it's always good. It's been good so far, but we're here for something, you know, it's not only for fun. We're here to try and win a competition, so I think that's the most important part why we're here. But other than that, I think we can always enjoy the city, go out and see what's to do.
Normally on my downtime, I like to play video games, Call of Duty. But my family's here, so I just been with them the whole time, or it's just getting treatment and preparing for the game. It's really nothing else to do, unless we win a party.
Exactly, yeah. For me, nothing so different than you.
Yeah.
You know, I play video games, or I just chill in the room, talking with my roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, you know, if we can, maybe we go to the players' lounge, we play some card games. But if we do like have a day off, I'll probably like go out and see what's there to do in the city. Maybe go out to eat, something like that. Nothing really extra or crazy.
Yeah.
So you moved to LaLiga.
Yeah.
How's that been so far?
It's been nice. The league is top for me. It's one of the best league. The style of play, the pitch is always perfect. The stadium always full. For me, the Spanish people are warm people.
Yeah.
So it's been nice, but the league's enjoyable. You have fun playing. It's players are smart, and it's been nice.
Is it really what they say when they talk about La Liga? They say, you know, it's really a technical league. Every team likes to play, and no one's really kicking the ball long.
Yeah. No, all the teams like to play. It's like they're waiting for their time to attack. With a lot of teams, you don't press all the time. Like teams are just they're waiting. You know, they're waiting for. So it's like playing a game, trying to outsmart them.
Yeah, exactly.
The next team. I mean,
So
you do have kicking the ball this sometimes, but depends what type of game it is.
Okay, yeah. So it's a bit like a chess game.
Chess game, yeah.
Waiting for the moment to take advantage of the space that they leave or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's this season for you?
Yeah, season's been good.
Top 3 scoring?
Yeah, season's been good, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, we got a new coach this season. He brought in new ideas, a new style of play. I think out of the 3 seasons I played there, this has been the best one, and I think we're really more of a possession-based team this season. So which helps me a lot because, you know, as a striker, when you have a lot of the ball, you get more chances to score, obviously. Yeah. And I have really good players around me, good midfielders that have an eye for a pass. Yeah, so it's been a good season. A lot of up and downs, obviously, because I think we finished 5th.
You had a good run, though.
Yeah, we had a good run, but
you guys were getting almost to Europe. I was watching.
We got the 5th place in conference.
Yeah.
But in the last game, we could have at least won the game and finished Europa League. Yeah. And there's so many regrets on a lot of games that we could have won that we tied or lost.
Yeah.
Well, ultimately, I think for me, it was a good season. Finished with 24 goals. So yeah, it was a hard season. I think at some point I was close with Mbappé, but
he's goes for fun.
Yeah, but this guy just doesn't let up. He's a killer. And yeah, it was fun while it lasted, but you know, that's how it is.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a question for you. How does Messi change the future of MLS?
So I think that's an easy one. for me, is maybe the greatest players that ever played, the greatest today. So I think anywhere he goes, he changes the game.
Yeah.
But to have a player of his magnitude to come to MLS, when you got offers to go to Saudi for, I don't know, $1 billion plus,
Yeah.
which is crazy. But I think it's gonna be great for the MLS.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's gonna get on there because once players go to MLS, they like to relax a little bit.
Yeah.
They don't go too hard. But I think he's still gonna want to play. Gonna want to show that he's still the best.
Yeah.
So I think it might be easy for him or very hard because obviously when you play against Messi, people are on their A game.
Yeah.
People show up that day no matter what. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, playing against him was
I played
crazy.
against him.
Yeah, a couple of times.
We can't get the ball off him.
No, bro. I remember one
How
time
these
we were
MLS
playing.
players gonna get the ball. The
Nah.
European guys can't get it.
Nah, impossible. I remember one time I was playing against him.
Yeah.
It's like he just has something in his head. He knows when you're about to dive in.
Jump in, yeah.
So you're about to dive in, just moves his foot somewhere and you fall for it, goes the other way.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, he's very strong.
Yeah.
For his height, he's very, very strong. I got in a duel with him. I won the ball.
Yeah.
But it's not called a foul, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's a very strong player, very good. But what do you think of the Saudi League right now that's coming up?
A lot of big players are going. And Benzema went, Cristiano Ronaldo, Conte, I think.
Yeah.
is leaving.
Probably going
I think
soon.
a couple more players are going, but I think it's like the MLS. I think it will grow and get there. I guess we'll see MLS or Saudi, which league will grow faster. I mean, all the big players are going, so eventually, a league's gonna be maybe
If it was
a decade from now. I think it'll be one of them will be like top 5 leagues.
if you had a choice, let's say right now or in 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, let's say 2 years. Just to not say right now, you have a chance to go back to MLS
Yeah.
or go to the Saudi. Which one are you picking?
Who's paying more?
I think
Saudi look like they're
Saudi's
paying.
paying more. Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm gonna pass on that one right now.
Pass?
You? Would you go back to the MLS?
MLS is always.
Or
a
would you
league-
join the MLS? You haven't been.
Yeah, it's a league that always liked and always seen myself playing in the future.
Yeah.
But obviously, the amount of money that Saudi are giving away. If it's a 2-year contract, I don't know, 100 and
Dear God.
it's like how can you really refuse?
Yeah.
But and the thing for me is in MLS you travel a lot.
Get different travel.
Yeah, I travel a lot of distances, and as I get older, I'm gonna have a family. So I want to stay with them, and not travel too much. So it's debatable. I think when the time comes,
We have to wait till.
I'll have a clearer mind.
So, where does your nickname come from? Because a lot of people see you as a mysterious, quiet guy, like the way you move around and stuff like that. So, I guess the people want to know, where does Iceman come?
Actually, it was John that gave this nickname to me. I think, I don't know, back in maybe 2018 or 19. He just gave it to me because he felt like exactly what you said. Like, I'm very quiet, mysterious, and I'm very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it really came from that, really. But it is true. I'm a mysterious guy. Yeah, that's true. I think that's what the ladies like too.
The what?
Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah. But yeah, I think I've always been like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, really. My dad is a very quiet guy, so I think I get that from him. But I think the mysterious part is really more to leave people wondering, not knowing too much about me.
Yeah.
And I think I just like that part.
Keep people guessing.
Yeah, exactly.
Thinking.
I've seen very recently, something about you that people in LaLiga are calling you Kyle Sexual. Where is that coming from?
I don't even know where that's coming from, to be honest. No, I mean, I think it's because I've been scoring a lot of goals. And when I went to Spain, LaLiga, and I tried to help the team stay up and did very well. And I think that's where it comes from. And hopefully I can keep doing it in the years to come.
Just to bounce back on that Cyle sexual thing, to go away from him, but to stay in the Liga and your team. So you've been doing very good, scoring a lot of goals. How is it like, being in like a relegation battle, because there's so many little games left and you can't really make the mistake. Like, what's the atmosphere around the club, the players, and training really like?
I think that was my first time experiences. I've experienced winning a championship in Besiktas and fighting relegation. I mean, I guess say the same thing as winning a championship. A championship, every game you need to win.
Yeah.
Because the other team's close to, they're pushing too.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're playing for relegation, it's the same thing. There's teams below you and teams or above you, and you're trying to push. So every game is really important. It's not when you're in the middle of the pack, you can just you can win, you can lose. Like, you take games, players take games off or it's relaxed, but every game it's important.
Yeah, okay.
When you're fighting for a championship, fighting for relegation, so it's not kind of the same thing. Obviously, the mood's a little different. Some players are down, but you just gotta. For me, I kept doing the same work I've always did. I mean, sometimes you don't want to do it because you lost, bad game.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the table, you're
exactly.
You're below 1 week and you're above 1
yeah.
week. But it's like fighting for a championship. You're always under pressure.
Mm-hmm, yeah, constant pressure.
You're in the same mindset, but obviously the other way was better. But it was a good experience, and then you look back at I look back at the games, and I look some things I could have done better.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe scored a goal here.
Yeah.
Maybe gave one, but I know I tried my best to help the team last year, but it was a good experience.
Yeah, I think when you look back, I think every player's gonna say, I could have done this more, this, that, but in the moment it's so hard.
Yeah.
And I think us as players, we're always harder on ourselves than everyone else. That's why we expect so much of ourselves. But I think ultimately, you do what you can.
Yeah.
But also, this is why I wanted to know, because when I was in Ghent, my first season in Ghent, because you know how Belgium works, you played there. So obviously after the regular season, there's like a playoff part.
Yeah.
And for us, we just made it into the playoff one.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And we also had to prepare the Belgium Cup, which was against Mechelen, which was playing in the second division at the time.
Yeah.
So we got into the playoff one, and we lost, I don't know, six games in a row.
6 games, yeah.
6 games in a row, and right before the Belgian Cup, we also lose that. So in total, we lost 7 games in a row.
Yeah.
And I was asking that because you could see the shift of atmosphere right away. First week, second week, third week of losing.
Yeah.
You come to the breakfast, people are not speaking as loud. It's very quiet. People don't want to laugh too much because the pressure is there, what it's like.
Yeah.
You're losing a lot of games. So this is why I asked to know if it was like similar when you were in Spain to what I experienced in Belgium, even though we weren't, fighting for relegation. But I think once you get to the playoff one, it's a bit special, and when you lose every game, you're fighting for nothing.
And you just got to keep doing the same work you've been doing all season when it was going well. And then you got to, it's really the mindset. I mean, some players are going to be down, but you really got to bring the same energy.
Yeah.
Because if you don't bring the same energy, it's going to translate to the game, and players going to be down in the game, and you're not going to play the same. And for me, Belgium's a different league. You go to the playoffs, and one team can just go on a run.
Yeah, exactly.
One team the whole season did well, and the playoffs come, and one team can go on a run.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of reminds me of basketball. Where one team go to the playoffs, one team can go on a run. So it's a different league.
They do cut the points in half. So
they cut it in half.
Let's say you have a 12. You're first. You have a 12. point difference. The playoff start, it's now 6.
So
That's only 2 games. So that's
imagine
crazy.
the fourth place team just get in the playoffs. They cut the points down. Now the motivation changes.
Yeah,
for this.
exactly.
They
Exactly, yeah.
So that also maybe the
Yeah, of course.
the fact that
So I think the people want to know, as I do, what happened at Club Bruges?
what happened.
Yeah, because obviously, when I seen the transfer, I said this is a top move.
Yeah,
Going to the arguably the best club in Belgium that have been winning or finishing top 2 almost for the past 5 years, qualifying for Champions League every season. For me, I thought this was a great move. Everything's gonna work out.
Want to know the truth, or you want me to tell you the behind them? Want me to tell you the truth, or
I think
I can sugarcoat it. What happened there? I don't know. I went there. I mean, no one expects to play, you know, but I went there and right energy, ready to play. Got the preseason and the season started. I don't know whose decision was there, the coach, people above, but I just never got a chance to play. I think I just wasn't given the chance. I don't know if they believed in me or not, but I was never really given a chance to play, to show myself. And now I went to Spain, and now look.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't my fault. I'm gonna say whose fault it was, but that wasn't my fault.
Yeah, fair statement.
I know my abilities, and I know what I could do, so it wasn't.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to ask them, ask people at Club Bruges.
Fair statement.
So where are you going next? What league would you like to play in?
To be honest,
Can actually what team? We can give the.
yeah. To be honest, I'm open to anything really.
Yeah.
I think every league has the pros and cons, obviously. But the thing that's mostly difficult, I think, for me is the price tag
Yeah.
that they put on me, and not a lot of clubs can afford it.
Yeah.
So that limits the amount of clubs that can actually buy me and where I can actually go.
Yeah.
So I think realistically is only the clubs that can pay can really get me, and there's only maybe a handful,
Yeah.
which is also difficult because there's so many great strikers in the world
Yeah.
that are also in the same position as me and arguably maybe more expensive than me,
Yeah.
which are, you can say, unquote, high priority.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm open to anything really. I think there's a lot of great teams. Obviously, I would want to go to a team that's always fighting for the championship. I think that's always the best. You don't want to just be playing. You want to be playing for something, fighting for something, and I think that's what we all play for.
Yeah.
Ultimately, so yeah, that's what I would want. So let's shift a little bit from soccer. I think we talked a lot about it. I want to speak a bit to you about your fashion.
Yeah.
Because I seen recently you stepped your game up.
So my
got
game was
better.
always there. Just wasn't broadcasted.
maybe now it's more on show.
Yeah.
Where recent years that fashion and sports has been really colliding together.
Yeah.
So I want to speak about that with you. I know we spoke a little bit off camera about this, that your favorite brand or high-end brand is Rick Owens.
Yeah.
So let's speak a bit more about fashion and your dress sense.
Yeah. I mean, for me, my favorite pants we're going is like they're not so tight. The pants, they're like comfortable and loose.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get different style. You can get more dressy, more dressed down, drop crotch.
Yeah.
But they all have the same feel where it's just like not more baggy, but they're loose and they're not fitted, but it's in between,
Yeah.
where you feel comfortable walking around. And for shirts, I don't know. Shirts is kind of the same, not too baggy, not too tight. My style is very relaxed.
Yeah.
But my style, you can dress down, you can dress up.
Yeah.
And for me, it's simple. I just put on a pair of Nikes.
Mm-hmm.
Can be anything. You can dress it down or dress it up with what, depending on
Yeah.
what I'm wearing.
From what I've seen you went more into the mature mode,
Yeah.
the more casual but nice
Yeah.
and comfy look, compared to what you told me before. You were wearing a mirror pants, the tight mirror pants.
It's tight. My
Yeah,
leg's too big.
I think now you went away from that, and it changed. I think the style changed a little bit too, because back in the day it used to be very skinny jeans,
Yeah.
and now it's a bit looser, more chill, comfy.
Yeah. How about you? What's your kind of style? I know you're more chill style too.
And to be fair, I don't really know my style. I think
For me, what I say is like, you know your style, but it's not like you just choose on that day.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's never
So you
really
just look and you're like, okay, I'm gonna put this.
Yeah, it's never really I really plan an outfit.
Yeah.
You know, when I go out, it's really, I look at my closet really quick. I choose like one item,
Yeah.
and I try to match the rest of my outfit with it. Yeah, other than that, I don't think I'm too into fashion and everything like that, but I like to dress well. I like to look nice. I think it's important for everyone. So yeah, this is what I like to do. This is my style. And also, would you say that, like, the family situation has changed your style?
Myself?
Yeah, and the way you wear things and what you wear?
I think so. To be honest, I think it started when I had kids.
Mm-hmm.
It probably started when I think at the time it started when I had kids, it just all started changing.
Yeah.
Where it's more mature look. Not a lot of colors. Not a lot of, not flashy.
Yeah, more neutral colors.
Neutral colors, yeah. I think even for my wife too, she more neutral.
Yeah.
More neutral colors. So, yeah, I think when I had kids, I always had the fashion sense, but it did change a bit when I had a family. So.
Yeah, so that was like the turning point.
A little bit.
Okay.
When I didn't have family, I was here and there trying to, you get just a little more loud,
Yeah, exactly.
Some things gotta get thrown out.
For sure.
So your first big paycheck, what'd you spend it on?
To be honest, I don't really remember what I spent it on.
Yeah.
I think I sent like half to my mom.
Yeah.
And the other half I just really spent it on food, on things to eat. And I'm not sure if I bought like some clothes or a pair of shoes, because I think that was when I was in Ghent. So I was still pretty new to the European life, to actually being away from home.
Yeah.
Because when I'm at home, I don't go out buying a lot of things here and there.
Yeah.
So I think for me was giving half to my mom and just doing with the rest what I can really. How about you?
I think it was the same like sent to, but I think it was different. You were in Europe, I was in MLS, so I think it's a little different. I feel like Europe is a different culture than in the US, but I did obviously to my family. And just small things, but I don't think the first thing I got that was probably expensive. It wasn't my first year. I think my second year was a car, a Mercedes CLA 250. That was probably, but that was my second year.
Yeah,
second year. So,
but I think it's a bit different when because obviously you were in the first team pro environment.
Yeah.
I was still in the second team in Ghent,
so that's different.
I think once you get into the first team and you're with the let's say big boys, your view on things changes, and you see they're all wearing that Louis, that Gucci.
Yeah.
So you kind of get wrapped up into that. But I think maybe because I was still with the under 21s in Ghent, I didn't really have much exposure to that. So I was more on the calmer side.
Yeah. What was your first expensive thing?
First expensive was actually a travel bag, a Louis V travel bag. Yeah, that was my first expensive one. I think it was like 2K.
Yeah.
And yeah, I still wear it till today, so I think that was a good buy. Happy with it.
Yeah. Mine was the same. Probably a bag.
Yeah, a bag.
Yeah.
I think people always usually start with
the bag, right?
Yeah, the bag, the shoe or the bag, the backpack.
Yeah.
Something simple to
gotta change your tie.
Easier way to it.
Gotta change your look first.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because once you come in to a game, you have that. What people usually see, because you have obviously what your team wears.
Yeah.
Other than that, all you have is accessories, like the toilet bag, which is always like something that you can show, or the backpack. You don't really have a lot of items that you can really show out.
Yeah.
So I think those are the really...
Unless you're in MLS.
Exactly.
Unless they come to like the basketball game. You show your fashion. That's different too.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So that's why those are usually your first buy, because that's the first thing that you can really show.
Yeah.
I don't know, because obviously you're from the Caribbeans.
Yeah, my family, yeah.
So you grew up a bit like me with a lot of not unhealthy food, but once you get into that pro environment, obviously your diet changes very much.
For sure.
And how do you feel about that? Are you someone that gains weight easily? And do you have difficulties, changing your diet when it gets into that season mode, and to switch off that off season?
I mean, I do still eat the Caribbean food, Jamaican food, when I'm back home. But when in Europe, I don't think you can really find it that much. But when I'm when preseason starts, that's when I start switching what I eat, and slowly, and when my body starts feeling better, you start changing the way you eat, and the season comes. I think I don't gain weight crazy, but I can gain weight easily. Mm-hmm. And when I'm eating well and I'm playing all the time and recovering well, you kind of don't want to eat, because your body feels good. You go to the game, you're flying,
Yeah.
So you can feel that when you're playing. So, and you're keeping your body percent at a certain weight, and when it's like that and you feel good, you want to keep it. And mostly through the season, I try to keep it. Obviously, you have your days you can cheat a bit, but in the off season, I do go back, and when I do go home, I do have Jamaican food.
Yeah.
But that's like once every year.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna twice a year. It's not gonna affect
exactly,
you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it does affect. What you eat will affect the way you play, your body, your health. Yeah, how about you?
For me, like, I grew up always, because obviously I got into, I don't know if you call it late, or because obviously in Europe people get into academies when they're 6, 7, very young.
Yeah.
And I only got to Europe when I was 18. And for me, I always grew up eating big portions, big portions of rice, chicken, mac and cheese, all that type of food. So for me, I found that in the beginning, it was hard for me.
Yeah, still.
Because I'm used to that. And usually, they say you don't really need a lot of carbs during the week. Yeah. It's mostly to fuel for a game. So it would be just like a portion of vegetables and protein, which is like chicken or fish, anything like that. And for me, in the beginning, I never felt like I was full. So then you go home, you start snacking a bit on the side, which is the hard part, because I'm a kind of guy, I like my snacks, my candy, chips. So for me, it was hard. But I think even in season, obviously you say you have your cheat days.
Yeah.
Also, like after a game or the day after, like to have like a little cheat meal just to not always be on that strict diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, I found it hard, and I think I'm a guy that gains weight pretty easily.
Yeah.
Like if I don't stay active, like in a week, I could easily gain like 1 kilo, like easily.
Yeah.
So I think for me, I have to watch out a bit for that and try to be more consistent with the food I eat. And like you said, when you feel good at a certain weight and you feel you go into a game light, you feel fresh, you always want to stay like that. So I think that's something that helps you to stay fit and to stay at that level. And ultimately, you want to stay there and because you perform well, obviously.
Yeah. But for me, I learned it over time. In the beginning, when I went to Orlando and it was hard, I was coming from college.
Yeah.
So with their eating, it was, I mean, you know, it's not the diet. It's not a diet at all. But you're younger, so like, okay, yeah, you can eat it. But when I went to Orlando, changed a bit. Then as you grow and you start to know your body more, what you eat helps you perform better. You just feel the differences, and and time goes on. You'll I think it's just steps. As you get older, you learn more about your body, and
yeah, exactly, yeah.
So you can't just switch like that. You gotta know your body, so it takes time.
Yeah, people always told me it's like baby steps.
Yeah.
You can't just go from one extreme to the next in a week. You know, it's impossible. You have to slowly, gradually improve. And I think for me, the best example of someone like that is Jose Font, because he's obviously almost at the end of his career, but I see him every day. He's in top shape.
Yeah.
And to be at his age and to play the way we play, because it's a very high line, demanding a lot of running, and it's very physical on the body.
Yeah.
But he's one guy that I've been with that since being there, I've never seen him be out with a muscle injury.
Yeah.
He's always out, maybe because, you know, he got a tackle and he had stitches. Maybe this season was an example. But other than that, he's fit for every game in the season, which is for me incredible. And I think that obviously comes up to just knowing your body as you go older, obviously, and just knowing what your body needs.
Yeah, we need
Exactly, yeah.
At that age, and you have to. There's no cheating at that age.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so.
Okay, guys, and this has been the first episode of the Strikers Corner. We'll have a couple more of these, and we'll try to bring on guests. Leave in the comments, you know, who you want as a next guest to come in, sit with us, talk football, talk life, talk a bit of everything, and who knows where we'll be next.
Yeah.
Both of us, the next time we're on here, so see you next time.
That was a good one. Perfect. Got that intro close.
I've been trying to start a YouTube channel for years. Nah. Not to start one, but to be honest,
get something going.
Yeah, because my friends are entertainers, man.
Yeah.
These guys love stuff like this, so